for change, we also have to realize where we're in the way. So here's 3 quick facts to think about, all right? I am powerless to change my past. Some of us are striving to erase things that happened into our past. We call it guilt, where, man, maybe if I do enough good, it'll erase some of the things in my past. Now, some of us, I think, have enough knowledge to know that that doesn't work, but yet we still might be inadvertently trying to do that, trying to take back that seat, trying to say, no, I can do this, I have to do it. And we have to be careful and realize and come to that fact, I am powerless to change my past. 2, I am powerless to control other people. You know, you might have had success in a couple errands where you tried to control somebody and it worked. And you might have got a result you wanted here or there. But in the long run, you're not going to get the results you really want. You're not going to get the relationships that you're really longing for. You're not going to get the things that you want to see in your life and also those that are around you. And so we cannot control other people no matter how much we try. We need to realize that I am powerless to control other people. And number 3, I'm powerless to cope with my own hurts, my own hang-ups, and my own habits. All right, now, many of us, if we've gone to therapy, we figure out coping mechanisms, things to cope with things. And there's some things that we can do to cope with some basic things that we go through. However, we got to realize that ultimately, in the long run, we are powerless to cope with this for a lifetime. We need help. We need another power source. Our own motivation, inspiration, chicken soup for the soul will not last you a lifetime, okay? And so we have to find another power source, and that is God. That is His Word. That is His Spirit. And we need to plug into Him. And so there is a cure for this thing that we have. There's a cure for this pride, and that's something we call humility. We need humility in our life. And there's a few things that we have to be able to admit, some things that we have to be able to profess and confess. One thing is that I must humbly admit I need help. Now that's not easy to say, right? Going back to that person that refuses to go to the doctor. We have to get to the place to say I need help. I need help from something outside of myself. I need someone to come in and help me. And perhaps we've done that before. And we get frustrated because we don't get the help we want. And then we're back to controlling people, right? They're not helping me the way that I want. I get that. Or we think we know the help that we need. Some of us do. Some of us do know some immediate things of help that we need right now. However, we're talking about on some bigger scale, some bigger hurt, some other things in our life that perhaps are preventing us from going into the future God has for us. And for that, we need to realize and admit I need help outside of my own hands and outside of my control, and perhaps that's outside of my perspective right now as well. So we look at Proverbs 28:13, and it says, "Whoever conceals their sins does not prosper, but the one who confesses and renounces them finds mercy." One of the things that we need to be able to admit about ourselves is that I am broken. I am broken. I am hurt. Can you say that right now? Can you say I am hurt? Now, if you come from that faith camp, right, where no, I refuse to say anything like that, I'm not weak, I'm strong, I understand. However, at the same time, to be in denial about pain that we're going through is not healthy either. That is not showing the faith of God, nor is it drawing people to God in your life to ignore what is there. And so we got to be able to admit that I'm broken, I'm hurting, there's something wrong. And the Bible clearly talks about confessing and talking about and saying the sins that are going on in our life and identifying those things. How will we go to the great physician? How will we go to the doctor unless we realize that we're sick? So we need to admit that we need help. And we need to be able to confess the secret sins that are in our life. To have an open, transparent life. Because if I have a wound right here and I'm closing it off and not letting you see it, and you're the one who has the medicine that I need, you have the application, you have the ointment that I need for that. But if I don't even let you see it, how will I get the help that I need? So there has to be a level of transparency. All right? There has to be some people in our life that we trust. There has to be someone in our life that we trust more than anything or anyone else. And realize that my pride and fear keep me stuck. We have to be able to admit that as part of humbly admitting we need help. We have to humbly realize that we are broken, that there are secret sins that we have to be open and reveal, and likewise realizing that my pride and fear keep me